Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Can everyone confirm if I'm audible properly? All right, great. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first lecture of Public Administration Optional by Professor Raghu Gowda, sir. Uh, I have the grace of introducing sir once again today. So, let us start today's day with a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I'll introduce Professor Raghu Gowda, sir. Sir is a veteran. He has over 15 years of experience in teaching UPSC, CSE civil service aspirants. Plus, he has himself given 7 mains exams, 3 interviews, and even was the topper for 2014 GS4 ethics section. So, Sir was taught by Lakshmikant sir, stalwart and a name that no one does not know of in CSE domain. Today, sir will teach us how he studied public administration and how over the years he has made it better. So let us all welcome sir. Sir, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiwari ji. Okay. So, dear students, as you are aware, public administration is one of the most suitable optional for UPSC preparation. In fact, few years back, it was the most popular optional subject. So here, there is a lot of difference between the preparation when it comes to GS, when it comes to optional, or when it comes to the related things related to objective and subjective things. So I would like to ask you a simple question. Okay. So what is the difference between objective and subjective examination preparation? So please let me know. What is the difference in preparation? So I want the session to be interactive. What is the difference between objective and subjective exam preparation? Please do answer. Nikhil, subjective means we should know the detailed information. So for objective, there is no need for detailed information. Requires in-depth knowledge, subjective, Sachin. Then objective means based on fact. Is this the case? Can't the conceptual things be asked in objective questions? Subjective means viewpoint. Okay. Then objective balanced observation. Objective means understanding. Objective mindset of the student will be tested. Okay. So here what I am asking exactly is with respect to your preparation, how you have to prepare. So why I took up this question is, this is exactly what in the examination will happen. So here the question is different and you are you are answering different. So my question was, what is the difference in preparation? Okay. Okay. What is the difference in preparation? So dear students, like you already know this. So here you should have conceptual clarity and also answer writing practice. So major thing which you have to concentrate with respect to this is conceptual clarity and answer writing. If you are not doing this, like you won't get good marks. Then let me ask you one more question. What is the difference between GS and optional subject preparation? So you have been preparing for GS and you have got optionals also. What is the difference between GS preparation and optional preparation? Please do answer. With respect to mains, it's not about facts. It's not about reading. Same in the case of optional. GS subject till graduation. Wrong. Optional till post-graduation. Any other answer? Optional preparation should have interaction, should have discussion, difference of opinion. So like GS means basic knowledge, optional means deep knowledge. You're partly right, but you're missing the most important thing. Has given in the UPSC syllabus itself, GS, with respect to GS, it's for a well-educated person. So with respect to GS, it's for a well-educated person. On the other hand, with respect to optional, it will be little higher than the graduation, honorary level, right? This is the fundamental difference. The fundamental difference between the GS preparation and optional preparation for mains is optional will be little more difficult, honorary level. But with respect to GS, it's just a general understanding. General understanding will suffice, right? Okay. So one of the biggest lacunae when it comes to preparation, the biggest lacunae in optional books and teaching. So why I'm saying is this one is after 2013, the things have changed, but the method of preparation and also the way the books are written have not changed. So as I told you before this, we are having optionals in prelims. That too, it used to carry 250 marks and GS for only 150 marks. This was the scheme of examination before the things changed. This has not been changed in any of the book. The same pattern is followed. So you should be very cautious while you take up the things. Books have not changed and the pattern of teaching has also not changed. So why I'm emphasizing on this is, still there are many books which are giving more importance to objective facts. Say for example, if you take the definition of public administration itself, they give 20 definitions. This is not required. Why? The reason is these kind of objective type of questions are not asked. When I was preparing for prelims, public administration, we used to have objective questions like this definition is given by whom? These kind of definitions are not there. So dear students, there is no need for you to mug up the definitions. There is, while we were preparing, we used to mug up nearly 20 definitions of public administration, and this is not required. So you have to change to the more subjective thing, right? Okay. So public administration. In that, you have got paper one, you are aware of that, administrative theory, and paper two, Indian administration. Very simple. In my opinion, there is no subject which is simpler than public administration. So here, it is one of the most suited optional. So as I've already made this clear, this Indian administration is nothing but polity. If you have attended my polity class, then just another 20% extra things are required. That's it. Nothing more than that. You don't need anything more than that. So coming to the GS part also, say for example, you are having like GS1. In GS1, the complete societal part will be covered. Society. It has got like nearly 40% weightage in GS1. If you take the case of GS2, other than international relation, everything will be covered. Means nearly 80% of the things will be covered in public administration itself. If you take GS3, in that budgeting, disaster management, internal security, it carries nearly 50% of the things. With respect to ethics, GS4 ethics, in my opinion, it covers nearly 80% of the things. So just you can see, more than 50% of the syllabus is covered here itself. So I repeat, in GS1, society will be covered. In GS2, polity, governance, social justice will be covered, which will be 80%. In GS3, budget, we have got 3 chapters with respect to economy, budget, and also many other things related to economy will be covered. And afterward, disaster management and intersecurity will be covered. For ethics, the only subject which has direct link is your public administration. This is very, very important. A thing which is more important than this is, if you prepare for public administration, you can answer better than others. You can answer better than others. In fact, GS4 and GS3, these were added in 2013. These topics were directly taken from public administration. So I will show you the specific topics also, right? Which is more important? In public administration, which is important? Paper 1 or paper 2? Paper 2. What is the answer? Both. Okay. Why? Why you are saying both? Okay. Both are game changers. Okay. Okay, you are correct. But what is done in most of the institutions and also with respect to students is, for paper 1, they will be giving 60 to 70% weightage. But for paper 2, they won't be. See, paper 2 is the application. It's not only with respect to public administration. You take anthropology, you take sociology, you take PSIR, every subject has 2 parts. One is more applied, that is GS, that is paper 2. The theoretical one will be paper 1. Clear? So here, you should not concentrate and you should not like give very high importance to paper 1 itself. In fact, if at all, if you want to prepare, if you are a beginner, if you are preparing on your own, any subject, not only public administration, you can directly start with paper 2. I was teaching anthropology also. Anthropology paper 2 can be done in just 10 to 15 days. So both are important. Now, let me ask you one more question. Like, which is more difficult? Paper 1 or paper 2? Okay. Why? Sachin has answered that it is paper 1. Why it is difficult? Okay. 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 Every optional paper 1 is difficult. Why? Theoretical. So here, like, to make the things very simple for you, what a student reads in 3 years are been condensed and put in paper 1. So किसी subject में like major part of the whole syllabus, whole discipline, what you will be studying will be put in one paper. And it is very lengthy, very difficult to comprehend. Okay. So let me just brief the things. You are already aware of these things. Administrative theory, you have got 12 chapters. So these are the things. Introduction, administrative thought, behavior, organization, accountability, control, administrative law, comparative public administration, development dynamics, personal administration, public policy, techniques of administrative improvement, financial administration. Let's just go through these things once. These are the things which you will be studying. Just, just go through. Don't write these things. Okay. So this is the exact syllabus. So you have got introduction, thought, administrative behavior, organization, accountability control, administrative law, comparative public administration, development, personal administration, public policy, techniques, financial administration. Okay. So these are the 12 chapters. Coming to paper 2. Here you have got 14 chapters. So these are the 14 chapters. Evolution of Indian administration, philosophical and constitutional framework of government, public sector undertaking, union government and administration, plans and priorities, state government and administration, district administration since independence, civil service, financial administration, administrative reforms since independence, rural development, urban local government, law and order, and issues related to Indian administration. So these are the things. Okay. Just go through these things once. Okay. Please listen to me now. If you want to achieve something, if you want to master something, you should have a clear mental picture. I repeat, if you want to do any work, you should have a clear mental picture as to what that work is. See here, like you have all started preparation. You have been studying history. Do you have the clear mental picture of what exactly the history is? What does history means? See, you have been studying. You already have many things in the syllabus. So what do you understand by history? Did you get a mental picture of history? When I say geography, do you have a mental picture of what geography is? Until and unless don't have, if you don't have the mental picture, you just cannot master. If you don't know like what geography is, how can you internalize geography? Why I said this is, when you are studying any subject, you should have a clear mental picture of what that subject is. So here, if you read like this, it is very difficult for you to understand. So it should be in a chronologically, in a systematic way, it should be understood. Paper 2, please just concentrate. There is nothing to write here. And with respect to option, it's a different kind of teaching. Here, it won't be like your GS, because optional entirely different depends on the person who is teaching. So here, that is the reason it becomes very, very important. It's not like your GS. So please give due attention. Indian administration, in that union government and administration, that should be the one thing which has to be there in your mind. Then state administration, then you have got district administration. So this is easy for you to internalize. Then afterwards you have got urban local government and rural development. So these are the five important things around which everything revolves. After that, what all the things done by these, or what happens exactly in all this? So law and order administration, financial management, public sector undertaking. These are the next three components. Next, who will do this? Civil service. That is the next chapter. And how? Based on plans and priorities. And what is the framework under which these things are done? Constitutional framework. So next, you can go for evolution of Indian administration. After that, I have significant issues in Indian administration and administrative reforms. So this is my way of explaining the things. You have to reason out to make the syllabus in a flow. I repeat, you have to write the syllabus in a flow, the way you understand better. See, everyone is saying that you have to master syllabus, you have to master previous year questions, but no students master. Why? Because they won't be writing those things in their own words. So this is your paper 2. Then same things. With respect to administrative theory, you have got 12 chapters. One majorly we can divide into two. One is administration, and application of these things, government administration. So you have got administration, there you have got administrative thought. It is common with all the subjects. Sociological thought, anthropological thought, and philosophical thought. Every subject will be having this one. Thought, and afterwards behavior. This is with respect to the people who are there in the administration. Then techniques to improve the administration. So these are the three purely like management things. So I repeat, if at all, if there is something which you have not heard, if you have read polity, then these are the only 3 chapters which will be different to you. Am I making this point clear to you? In public administration, these are the only 3 chapters which are different. All other things will be covered in polity itself. Say previously, say for example, now see this here. So do you find anything like which is not there in your syllabus with respect to polity, union government, state, district, urban, rural, all these things are already there. So the only 3 subjects which you will be studying in addition to polity is only these 3: administrative thought, behavior, and techniques. In addition, organization, that little bit will be extra for you, right? Next, government administration, organization. Organization is a very important thing. In fact, we should start public administration from organization. Before you know what is organization, we cannot apply the principles. So organization, then public policy, accountability and control, administrative law, personal administration, financial administration, sorry, comparative public administration, development dynamics. the introduction part. This is the way I have arranged. Here, the most important thing is you should try to arrange the things. First of all, this is the way in which I have arranged. You shouldn't stick to this. You should try to arrange. Then only you will understand as to what is there. Right? Okay. These are the things which I have already explained in my previous session. So very important. Here, like with respect to public administration, it's not like boasting. In my opinion, I have the highest degree of knowledge, in-depth analysis. The reason is, I have studied this optional for prelims. I used to study for prelims, I used to study for mains. Means throughout the year, I used to study this one. I have studied nearly 30 to 40 books. And as you are aware, like I was mentored by Lakshmikant sir. One of the reasons why I always used to clear prelims was I got mastery in public administration. And as I explained, out of 400 marks, 250 was from public administration itself. So here, the strength will be less and it will be a long journey. Here, there will be a bond which will be there between the student and the teacher. And also there is a higher moral responsibility on the teacher also. So here, it should be like discussion. It should be even like argument. Then only the concept will be clear. I'll be telling something, you'll be writing something. If that is the case, this exam, especially optional, you'll find it very difficult. So let me ask you a simple question. In line with the things what we'll be studying. What is agriculture? Agriculture, is it an activity or a subject? Activity. So, okay. Since the question was easy, I can see new names answering. So, activity. So then what about like me? I've studied agriculture for 7 years. I've done graduation in agriculture. I've done masters also in agriculture. Then you're saying that your degree doesn't exist? Let me ask you another question. What is computing? Is it an activity or is it a subject, a discipline? So both. So why I ask this in the very beginning is, even after completing the course, even after completing PSIR, people won't be knowing what is the meaning of PSIR. Political science and international relations. Why they have put international relations in PSIR? They won't be aware. Same is the case with respect to public administration. Students read public administration. After completing public administration, they won't be in a position to say what is public administration. So first and foremost, public administration is both an activity and also a subject. Here, some important things which you have to keep in mind, and why public administration as a subject here is very easy. As an activity, since the civilization, since the human civilization existed, you have bureaucracy is in our bones, means that even the prehistoric man was having these things. But as a subject, for the first time, it was in 1887, Woodrow Wilson for the first time said that we should have public administration as separate one. For the first time, till that point, nobody thought that there can be something like public administration. So where was this public administration before that? Before that, public administration, in fact, was in political science. Woodrow Wilson made a very important thing. He said that politics is to politics deals with policy, and administration deals with implementation of these things. So he made a departure. For the first time, nobody thought that this can be a discipline. He strongly advocated that administrative things and polity are entirely different. So for that, though he made these things in 1887, only it was in 1900 that the first book on public administration, it was written by Goodnow. So easy to remember, Goodnow. So you can think how easy is this subject? Means just you have got the knowledge of just 100 years. Just 100 years. Nothing more than that. But if you take political science, if you take sociology, these subjects are there for a long time. Huge literature is there. So if the concepts are clear in public administration, answering these things are very easy. And very important, even second ARC has said that even if the options go, public administration should be made a compulsory paper. So already, like you might have heard, sir, option rahega ya nahi? The chances are high that options may be removed. Even if it is removed, as I have already shown you, you will be reading only 3 chapters extra. And those are also very applied in nature. And even if their options are removed, public administration will definitely be there. Right? Okay. What is public administration? Is it an activity or a subject? So the answer is both. So you have to keep this in your mind. If you keep this in your mind, your understanding of the subject will be clear. Right? Public administration is an activity, law and order. Public administration has a discipline like sociology, anthropology. It is also a subject or discipline. These are the two fundamental things which you have to keep in mind. If these two things are not there in your mind, then it becomes very difficult for you to understand. Right? Okay. What is administration? Please do answer. So these are the very fundamental, important things. Without a proper understanding, you cannot answer any question. So what is administration? Okay, nice. Cooperation and getting works done. Nitya, very good, because in fact, you have hit the bullseye. In fact, it is the real definition also. Management, making decision, implementing policies, achieving goals. So let me ask you a question. Say, for example, a doctor is giving you an injection. So I repeat, a doctor is giving you an injection. Can we call that as an administration? Yes. Okay, like many of you have said yes. Like how? What made you to say that yes? In fact, this is one of the classical examples which all teachers quote. Then I can think that you have already like heard many of the lectures. In fact, most of the students who come in the beginning, they say that no, coordination. Okay, yes. So administration, dear students, what is administration? These are the things. Don't write, just listen to me. For anything to be called as administration, there should be group of people. That may be at least two. Two is also group of people. Cooperative effort should be there. So if they are not cooperating, if they are fighting, say for example, we can keep like two hypothetical names. So let us make okay. Say for example, Sita and Gita. So if they are working and like Sita and Gita. Okay. So if they are like fighting, one is pulling on one direction and another is pulling on the other direction. Can we call this as administration? Right? No. See, here it's there. Cooperative effort should be there. And they should have common goal or purpose. Say Sambhavam IAS. This is an organization. Super 200. This is one of the tasks we have taken. So here we have got a common goal of getting all the 200 through the prelims. At least 100 members through mains. Is it clear? The most important thing, see here, like I want to make the things, make the concept crystal clear so that you won't remember, like you won't forget for these things. Administration simply means these three. Now, please write a definition with this. Just keeping these three, you have to write the definition. I have gone through minimum like 50 to 100 definitions, all revolve around these things. Please write a definition. We're keeping only these three. In fact, as we proceed over a period of time, this chat business, all this won't be there. You have to directly interact. See, if you are not answering, if you are not preparing, like if you are not interacting, you are not doing the correct thing. So as we proceed, we'll have direct interaction. You have to speak out. Individual self-discipline can be called administration. No. So I have made this point. So just concentrate on the things what I'm saying. Afterwards, I will take up the doubts. So nobody has given the definition. Can you? Yes, that's it. So here, this is the one. So this is the most accepted definition. There is no need for you to remember any definition. This will suffice. Administration means a cooperative effort of a group of people to achieve a common goal. Please write down this, and this should be the basis for everything. So I repeat, administration means cooperative effort of a group of people to achieve a common goal. Here I would like to tell you a very important thing. Please don't get stuck with this definition itself. Your intention should be that these three should be there in your definition. Say very important, whether it is good governance, whether it is e-governance, anything, anything, don't matter. Just have the keywords and make. Why I'm saying is this is one of the blunders made by students. They want to behead the things. No, key things should be there. That will suffice, right? Okay, so this can be written in another way also. Administration means a cooperative effort of a group of people in pursuit of a common objective. Both mean the same, right? So is the meaning of administration clear to you? So in addition, you can take the literal meaning also. Administer is taken from two Latin words. Ad and ministre means to serve, to manage. So there is no need for you to remember that this is Latin word, or just you can say that administration literally means to serve, to manage. The literal meaning of administration is to serve or to manage. So here, this is like a introductory class, orientation class. That is the reason I am not giving you the notes. In optional, definitely we have to give notes. So I'll dictate and elaborate notes for you. And also I will mark the important things, if at all, if I say to read. Otherwise, there is no need for you to read anything other than what I tell you. Okay. Public administration, the very definition is very complex. What is public administration? Public administration is providing services for people. So this is the most accurate definition. So here you have got as an activity. So public administration, as I already told you, it is an activity and also a discipline. In both the cases, what they are trying is providing services. Is this clear to you? So here, many students get confused by going through the paradigms of public administration, dichotomy, principles, all these things. No, you shouldn't go with those things. You'll just you get confused. First, you have to understand what is the latest, what is the exact meaning. Then only you have to go. The simplest and the most authentic is this. Public administration is providing services for the people by an organization of people called the government, whose main objective, raison d'etre, is service. There is no need for you to use these kind of jargons also. The main objective or the main reason is service. So please internalize this definition. Go through this definition. One of the most authentic definitions. Okay. Done with, have you internalized? See the definition of administration. The definition of public administration should be clear to you. Okay, now let me ask you a question. In this whole definition, which is that one key word which defines public administration? Organization of people for the people. Then, so in fact, the students provide like who are present offline have said the answer wrong. So here main thing is, as you have made out, like I don't know, online people, they might have copied, but it is a service. Providing services is public administration. See this, like even we have got public service, civil service in ethics also. There's a lot of confusion, but public administration is service, providing services. How you give, what you give, all these things become secondary. Right? Then my next question, please do internalize these things. Why we are to provide services? Why providing services? You have to interact and you have to give answer. Otherwise, like your thought process won't be widening. Wow, like good answer. Then the betterment of the country, good. Then rights of the people, okay. Then so I don't know like how all the people are answering almost the exact answer. Maybe they have attended my previous class or any other class. So the major thing is, why providing the services? Maximizing the welfare of the people. Please connect the things. Public administration means the one word, services. Why providing services? Why we should provide services? For maximizing the welfare of the people. Now let me ask you, what do you call maximizing the welfare of people? Now you please tell me. Give one word for maximizing the welfare of the people. What is that word? Very nice. See, this is the definition given by second ARC. Second ARC has said that maximizing the welfare of people is equal to governance. So, has a subject, see, please connect the things. Has a discipline. What does public administration deal with? Governance. Is the things clear to you? This is the latest paradigm. Public administration dichotomy, principles, everything is a management, it's political science, it's public administration. The latest paradigm of public administration is governance. Are you able to connect the things? See, we defined public administration in terms of service, the most accurate one. How can we say that it's the accurate one? It is the one given by second ARC also. Is this clear to you? Why we have to provide services? For maximizing the welfare of the people. So, what is this called as? Maximizing the welfare of the people is in fact called governance. Right? Clear? Any doubt? Okay, then let me ask you one more question. Maximizing the welfare of the people. How? What should be the basis? You are providing services. What should be the basis for providing the services? Not will of the people. Will of the people will be. So you will that, no, you will that I want aeroplane. Can we provide aeroplane to you? You will Aishwarya Rai. Can we provide Aishwarya Rai? No, not will is not the correct one. What should be the basis for providing services? Government, not government. Basis. Very good. So Ahmed has given the correct answer. To fulfill the need. So what should be the basis? How you structure these things is giving people what they want. No, no, like, in fact, yours was little broader. Will means it is very subjective. So in fact, it is not the one. Public interest is the one. So giving people what they want, that can be said as public interest. So what is public interest? What people want. Clear? Now let me ask you, very important. How can you measure whether a program is efficient and effective? Some services are provided. How can you measure that these services are efficient and effective? So, very good. So, Manali has given the correct answer. So, it is the satisfaction of the people. Whether it is reached to people for how many? No. Are the people satisfied? So, you are getting water, municipal water. Are you satisfied with that? Public transport, are you satisfied with that? So very important, satisfaction of the people. Okay. Next, providing services by whom? So services are provided. Who is providing these services? Okay. Okay. We cannot say politicians because they make policies definitely, but it is the government. It's the government. So these are provided by an organization. This organization is government, and in that bureaucracy. Right? See, these are all the things which are there in public administration. Everything under governance comes under public administration. But what is the focus? The focus is bureaucracy. Clear? So, public administration includes governance, government, anything which maximizes which satisfies, maximizes the welfare of the people. But the concentration is in bureaucracy. So in fact, majority of the things will be concentrated on bureaucracy. So here, dear students, this is a very, very important slide. Go home, like I will be providing this thing to you, analyze the things. And here, one thing is don't try to by-heart the things. So I might have given the definition. If you can make that simpler, make it. But the key points should be there. Then you may say, sir, what if I forget one point? Let it go. It doesn't matter. In social science, it's not like 100% you have to write the same thing. I repeat, most of the students often make this mistake. What is good governance? Some 8 things are there. They try to behead those things as it is. It is not possible. It is not desirable. Don't do that. Let you forget 2. Let you add another 2. It doesn't matter until and unless the things are within the framework. Right? Okay. What is the tool of administration? Now, so now we are deciphering one word, one concept, step by step. Sorry. Okay, good. What is the tool of administration? any administration for this matter. We'll take like, let us make this a broader one. What is the tool of administration, whether it is private or public? Law and order, rules and regulations. Okay. Policies, right. Can we think of anything broader than policy? Broader than policy. There is one tool. Okay, I'll give the hint also. There is one tool or one concept without which administration cannot be carried out. Constitution, like still bigger than that, like in a way. Okay. Bureaucracy near, but in fact, when it comes to public administration, we can say organization. So you are correct. Though here I would take this question as a way of not making the things clear, because I was not making the question clear, but this is the one. So what is organization? Organization is the basic tool by means of which administrative processes operate. So इतना इसमें इतना पूरा लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. Organization is a tool of administration. Organization is the basic tool by means of which administrative processes operate. Or in simple words, here too, once again, I'm stressing again and again, आपको ऐसा ही लिख के ऐसा ही reproduce करना नहीं है. You should write in your own words. Like we can make organization is the tool of administration. That will be suffice. Sorry. Administration means cooperative effort of a group of people to achieve a common goal. It is necessary that this group should be organized in order to attain the desired goals. So organization should be there, right? Okay. Can there be administration without organization? Think it over. Can there be administration? See, like we'll go this one. Can there be cooperative effort of a group of people? So can this be there? Can this be there without organization? Why? Why we cannot have administration without organization? Okay, well said. Effort will be worthless because organization, all duty organization means group of people. Okay. Okay. Simple. It's a not that difficult one. Simply we can write and the most, okay, sorry. So there can be no administration without organization. Both question means the same. So why is this? Because organization is an essential element. So here you have to understand each and every word. Once again, I repeat, especially when you are reading a text, especially when you are reading for the first time, you have to read word by word. In my opinion, if you are reading one page, at least you have to refer to dictionary or anything like that at least some 4-5 times. So here, if you read like in a bird eye view or fast, you won't understand the thing. Organization is an essential element of administration. Means without organization, administration cannot exist. It's very much essential. It facilitates proper utilization. So the key term here is proper utilization. So organization leads to proper utilization of men, materials, money, everything in accomplishment. If there is no organization, this cannot be done. As you already mentioned, it will be a wasteful effort. So the key term for you also to remember or in your short notes, proper utilization. And also don't like, don't get yourself struck with only these things. Man, material, money. No, you can add another 4, 5 things. Right? Organizations are universal, but there is no universal definition. So let me make this the way you all youth will understand better. So in place of organization, we'll put marriage. Marriage is universal. Is there anyone who says no? Marriage is universal means it is present in all societies throughout the world. But there is no universal definition for marriage. Why? Okay, please try. Try to define marriage. All of you, please try to define marriage in your own words. Coordination between two people, very nice. Choosing life partner, union between two individuals, very nice. Institution between two individuals and families. Oh, sociological aspect also. Taking charge of responsibilities. Okay, very nice. But see here, see the beauty. Marriage is universal. You go to any society, sorry, they have tried. They have tried to abolish marriage. It was not possible. You go to tribes, you go to the most advanced society, everywhere you have got marriage. But what exactly marriage is, it cannot be defined. Till recently, marriages means like boy and girl. Now the things have changed. So there are many ways. So similarly also, with respect to the organization, there is no universal definition. Why? The reason? Simple reason. So why there is no universal definition of organization? Please, why there is no universal definition? Okay, the requirements may be different, purposes may be different, group may be different. So here, just go back to the definition, with respect to administration, the 3 components. Everything may be changing. So here, the main thing which here what comes is according to the contexts and perspectives. Say, for example, the person who is defining the definition, he will be defining according to the context in which he is working. Say, for example, I am working in a private organization. My way of defining the organization will be entirely different. Another person will be working in government organization. The way he defines will be entirely different. Right? Why we don't have universal definition of organization is organizations are defined according to the context and perspective of the person defining. Okay. What are the common characteristics of organization? So now you have got some little idea. Now I'm asking you to give the common characteristics. See, like say for example, please listen to me. What is the best way? How to prepare for civil service? It is very subjective, but beneath that subjectivity, however subjective it may be, beneath that subjectivity, there are some objective truths. There are some objective truths, isn't it? So, what are the some of the common characteristics of an organization? Common goal, cooperation, very nice. People, very good. Hierarchy may not be. Some may not be. Like you are thinking of bureaucratic organization. There may be another organization where bureaucratic setup may not be there. Hierarchy, optimum utilization of resources, goals and objectives, then commitments, very good coordination. Then see those of you who are not like interacting, see this is a process. This is a process over a period of time. When you think, then only the points will come. Problem solving, very good. Communication, goal orientation, achieving the goals. So those who have tried to like come up with the answer, definitely they have a very high chance of grasping the things. Help each other, that is cooperation. Okay. Sorry. So organization characteristics, in that they are purposeful, complex human collectives. Dear students, these are the most important things, the most accurate things with respect to organization. Please write down these things. These are very simple, and this should be the basis for all your future public administration things. See, these are very, very powerful. This, and also once again, I request you to write in your own words when you go home. What are organization? Number one, they are purposeful. There is a purpose. They are complex, not simple. They are purposeful, complex human collectives. See how beautiful. See, this is the way you should write in the exam. So with respect to answer writing, some students will make a lot of mistakes in writing the answer. So here, while you are writing the answer, first thing what you have to keep in mind is number one, distinctive points should be there. Distinctive points means clear-cut points should be there. Say if you are writing, Rama was a great warrior, Rama's brother was Lakshmana, Lakshmana's brother was this, and you are writing the same thing, you won't get high marks. Means you are repeating the same thing. They are not distinct. Rama's wife was Sita, and the last you will write Sita's husband was Rama. He was very good. So if you write like this, you won't get. See this line. So here it's a very small one, but it is filled with concepts. Here you have got already three. It's purposeful, complex human collectives. Next point, have specialized and limited goals. Very important. So you have already said, see some of your friends, Nikhil has said goal orientation. Goal is there, but that is specialized. Please write down the second one. Goals, specialized and limited. You have got limited things to do. Not like, say for example, even government, even organization, any organization, they have got limited goals and they are specialized. Next, provide services to their environment, surrounding. So here they provide services. Next point, are dependent upon exchange with their environment. So they are dependent on exchange with their environment. They are integrated within a larger social system. Next point, they are integrated within a larger social system. Next point, are characterized by secondary relations. Secondary relations or impersonal relations. Next point, they are characterized by sustained cooperative activity. They are characterized by sustained cooperative activity. So these are the points we were referring why we organizations don't have universal definition. Here, organization theorists have focused on these points. Some may be focusing more on goal. Some may be focusing more on human relations. Some may be more on exchange with the environment. So here, these are the common characteristics. But a person who will be defining this will be stressing more on one of the aspects. Because of that, definitions changes. Sorry. So organization models. Here, why models? Why models? What is the need of model? Okay, secondary relationship. I thought that you are aware of that, and okay. Secondary relations are those which are time and place independent. The basic definition, they are independent of time and space. Say, for example, you meet your father in a home. You meet your father in the airport. You meet your father after 1 year. Will there be any difference? These are primary relations. And secondary relations are not one-to-one relations. Secondary relations are guided by certain rules and regulations which are given by the society. Secondary relations are guided by certain rules and regulations given by the society. In secondary relations, there will be pretension. So, say for example, in your family, will there be any pretension? Almost no, because all members know who you are. You may pretend that you may be reading. Other than that, they know everything. Even if you are pretending that you are reading, they know whether you are reading or not. We'll take up secondary relations, primary relations in a detailed way, right? So why models? Now, organization definitions. So I told that there is no universal definition. Please connect the things. We took the concept of organization. In that, I said that there is no universal definition. So I did not give any definition of organization. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have definition. I repeat, you should have one organization definition. Very important. Is my point clear to you? Take this as a homework and come up with a definition Which according to you is the correct one, most appropriate one, easy to remember? There are many definitions. I will be providing minimum like 20 to 30 definitions. But why I'm not giving is you shouldn't be drawn by those definitions. So I said that there is no universal definition. But I said that there are some objective things which are common in most. So I gave the characteristics. Now we have come to models. Why models? So here, why we have to take up models is definitions are very concrete. Definitions are very concrete. On the other hand, models can be expanded, elaborated. They can be collaborated. So here, instead of definitions, we are taking models. So when you take up the models, you have got closed model. So as of now, just I don't want to get into in-depth things because you will lose the track. Just note down these things. Closed model. Like closed model, for that, what is the best thing you can remember? You have got a room, that room is closed. Like you cannot go out or they cannot come in, something like that, closed. Then it is also known as bureaucratic, hierarchical, formal, rational, and mechanistic. So all mean the same. So closed model is also known as bureaucratic model, hierarchical model, formal, rational, and mechanistic model. Right? So, like I will elaborate the things further. Before that, let me ask you, what is hierarchy? Yes. What is hierarchy? Vertical distribution of power, very good. Chain. Oh, public administration student. Great. So it's also called chain of command. Good. Chain of relation, very nice. Then step by step. Oh, good, very nice. Already, like I thought you're all freshers. Already you have read many things. Chain of least to highest. Communication flow. Great. Then, yes, communication flow. Okay. Top to bottom approach. Very nice. So this is one of the very important concept. That is the reason I am explaining here. Otherwise, I would have not. So whenever you get this concept, you have to get the word pyramid. If you are not writing that, the answer won't be complete. So what is hierarchy? It is the most important thing is pyramidal organization. Pyramidal organization. Right? So write down this and afterwards take down few lines. So hierarchy. Number one, there hierarchy is a pyramidal organization structure. What is hierarchy? Hierarchy is a pyramidal organizational structure. Point number one. Then second point, with successive steps, linked with each other, with successive steps linked with each other from the top. From the top is very important. Right? Next, you write, please do write one more. Max Weber, according to him, each lower office, according to Max Weber, each lower office is under the control and supervision. The most important here, according to Max Weber, each lower office is under the control and supervision of a higher. So please read the definition given by Max Weber. This is the most important thing. All your theorizing, answer writing should be based on this one. So what is the key? There are very two key things in the definition. Please identify them. Yes. Please mention the two key words there in Max Weber's definition. Control and supervision. Very good. So here, this is the one which you have to keep in mind. Here, simply meant, so what is hierarchy? Hierarchy means each subordinate is under direct control and supervision of the higher one. So the key term is control and supervision. See, just you have to apply. A constable is under the control and supervision of sub-inspector. A sub-inspector. So similarly, so key word for hierarchy is control and supervision. If you forget anything, it's okay. But these three words, like with respect to the pyramidal structure, successive steps linked with each other from the top, and the Max Weber definition of each lower office is under the control and supervision of a higher one. So this will suffice for you. Like there are many things like classical thinkers have emphasized on this one. Some say that this is scalar chain, some say that this is scalar process, and there are many other definitions. We'll look into those things. I don't want to confuse at this point of time. Okay, if you have got fair understanding of the hierarchy, then the two models based on which the whole syllabus is there, especially the organization and administration, will be clear to you, right? One is closed model, second is open model. Open model is also known as collegial model, competitive model, free market, informal, natural, organic. The names are also very important because they define, in fact, what is this organization about. Okay. So how to remember this? So think of a college, of a university. So collegial model, university model. So in university, who will be having more power? So like you compare this university with the military or the police. Think of a university. In that university, there is a teacher, like who is a great inventor, who has written 10 books. Do you think he will be more popular? He will be more respected? Think of a college. See, this is a very important one to understand the concept. Closed and open model. If you understand these two, you can like elaborate further. For closed model, the most familiar, think of police. Constable, say for example, the sub inspector is coming. What he does? First he salutes. Here, control and supervision, he is 100% there. Like things like that. So in college, say for example, a constable is working very high, like day in and day out. He has not taken even a single day leave. Do you think his prestige, his power, everything will be higher than the SI? SI, this person is not good, not worth to be there, but is an SI, is not working properly. Do you think the prestige, the power of the constable will be higher than the SI? Right? Think of the other situation, college. In this college, think that a teacher, very good teacher, if he teaches like the whole class, like the whole university comes to his class, he has written many books, he is revered by all. Do you think that professor or that teacher will have more power, more prestige? So this is like this. So to understand better open model, just imagine a college or university. Nearly, if not exactly. To understand closed model, our police system or the military system can be taken as reference. So if you can internalize those things, if you have an idea as to how these things work, then you can come up with all the characteristics. Right? So next, just listen to me. No need to take down. These are very important. In closed model, we have got three models: bureaucratic theory, scientific management, administrative management. Listen to me. We have got no universal definition, but we have divided all the definitions, all the things into two models. One is closed model, another is open. In closed, you have got bureaucratic, scientific, and administrative management. And in open model, you have got human relations, organic development, which we can say that OD, and the last one, organization has a unit of environment. So you can say OD, organization development, and OE, that is systems approach. So this is it. You don't have anything more than this other than polity in your public administration. You can take it from me. You don't have. In addition, if at all, if you have decision making, communication, leadership. That's it, which are very important in your even in your prelims. This is the way you should be reading, not the way which is given in the syllabus. Scientific management, bureaucratic management, classical. No, there's a flow in this one. You have to read in this way, right? So in fact, I have noted down these things also. We'll discuss these things later. Okay. So once again, what I say for you is write your own notes. That should be very precise in your own words. So, okay, try to come up with the characteristics of the organization And before that, like before you come to next class, I'll be providing the PPTs. Read the syllabus minimum 3 times, public administration, and the PPTs which I provide, right? So with respect to books, with respect to anything required for public administration, don't worry. So there are few books to read. I will tell you what to read. Not only that, like from where, which page, all these things. In that, if at all, if you ask like, and if you want to purchase any book, there is one book by name Prasad and Prasad that you can purchase. So here, I'll tell you why that book is important. That book is important for UPSC. The reason is it's a very important aspect. In fact, you can take this as a secret. Prasad and Prasad. Who is the author of this book? Anyone like veterans, senior aspirants? Who is the author of this book? Why this book is very important? Or why this book is so important? Forget about the content. Okay, I'll tell the answer itself. So here, this book is not written by Prasad and Prasad himself. He has just edited the things. This book is written by top 20 people in India with respect to public administration. I repeat, in this book, each chapter, each thinker is written by one stalwart. There are high chances that these people or these students of these people will be in question paper setting. So I repeat, in this book is written by like has many chapters, like numbers have increased. If there are 20 chapters, these 20 chapters are written by the top in India. The top in India. This is a very important clue I am giving you. That is the reason why you should be reading. Because these are the people or the people around this will be setting your question paper. That is the reason you should be reading. Otherwise, almost like since it is the UPSC book I am stressing upon. Otherwise, I would have not referred this also. See, like you have written something and you are asked to prepare question. Definitely your thoughts somehow maybe, like whatever may be, will be in the same direction. So if at all, if you want to take the book, you take this book. What is the name of the book? Prasad and Prasad, Administrative Thinkers. A small book, you can read multiple times. The book is important for the reason that it is written by more than 20 stalwart administrators. This is one secret which Rakshmikant sir told me that I am passing on. Right? Okay. So this was the first session. There were some disturbances and also the class went 15 minutes late because of some technical issues. Right? Okay. So if at all, if you have got any doubt, you can directly contact me. And as I already told you, option depends on teacher. If teacher is good, the option is easy. The reason is he will be working for you. You cannot go through all these things. Can you read 20 books? No, not possible. So I'll make sure. And also my way of teaching for especially polity, I used to give the questions afterwards I used to teach. Here I am not doing that. The reason is, say for example, medicine. Say for example, engineering. So engineering का बारे में आपको कुछ पता चलना है ना? Like you should be knowing something. Then only you will be able to answer. So I'll make some concept clear. Afterwards, I will discuss all. So from my side, the commitment is the option like in 18, a coincidence, 1887, the beginning of public administration. 1987, public administration was introduced in civil service. Not only that, I'll go still another 4 or 5 years. Till date, any question given by UPSC, I'll be answering those things. I'll make sure that you get mastery over this. So here one question, especially for those who are in dilemma as to take public administration or not. Questions are difficult. In my opinion, questions are very, very easy. I've already given the reason. See, if you want to answer medical question, you should have some idea about what are the things taught. If you want to answer mechanical engineering question, you should have some idea of what is mechanical engineering. Not only with respect to PubMed, with respect to all, this is true. So if at all, if you are facing that problem, two things you have to do. Number one, many of you might be finding the questions difficult. If that is the case, what you should be doing? You should be reading minimum 2 to 3 times. That is number one. Number two, split the question or break the question. Read word by word, then sentence by sentence, then complete whole. So I repeat, you have to break the question. Each and every word, each and every sentence. And afterwards, you should try to answer these things. Right? Okay. So having said this, let me conclude the session. So as I said, my class notes and explanation and some important material which I will be giving will be more than sufficient to you. The reason is I will be solving all the previous year questions. And this won't be the mode of communication. Chat won't be the mode of communication. You have to orally answer, you have to think, you have to question, you have to argue. In fact, it's better if we have some fight also with respect to concepts, because that is the point where you understand. In fact, oral way of learning is the best way to get the concept clear. Having said that, let me conclude the session for now. Have a great day. Enjoy your preparation. Thank you.